Ready to learn English? Listen to our English videos every day to unlock your potential. In today's video, we are going to practice your English. Prepare for a speaking exam at the level B1. This is perfect if you want to apply for citizenship or settlement in the UK. Don't worry, relax, just listen and practice with me. I'm here by your side. The more you listen and practice, the more confident you will become. Trust me, let's get practicing. Grab a notebook to write down any important notes. Let's jump right in.
Good morning. My name is Rachel. What's your name?
Good morning. My name is Kevin Lau.
Nice to meet you, Kevin. Could you spell your surname for me, please?
Yes, it's L-A-U.
Thank you. Now, to start our conversation, I'd like you to tell me a little about yourself.
Of course. Well, I'm 27 years old, and I was born and raised in Hong Kong. I live with my parents in Kowloon, in a small flat near the MTR station. I work as an administrative assistant in a trading company, and in my free time, I enjoy hiking and photography.
That's a good start. Tell me more about your job. What does an administrative assistant do in your company?
My job involves a lot of different tasks. I answer phone calls and emails, I organize meetings for my managers, and I prepare documents and reports. I also help with booking travel arrangements when colleagues need to go overseas for business. It's quite a busy role, and every day is different.
How long have you been working there?
I've been working there for almost 3 years. I started shortly after I graduated from university. At first, everything was new and I felt a bit nervous, but now I'm much more confident. I know all the colleagues well, and I understand how the company works.
And what did you study at university?
I studied business administration. I chose that because I wanted to understand how companies operate. The course covered marketing, finance, human resources, and management. Some parts were quite difficult, especially the accounting classes, but overall I enjoyed it.
Do you think your university studies prepared you well for your job?
In some ways, yes. The course gave me a good foundation in business concepts. But in other ways, I learned more by actually doing the job. For example, dealing with difficult phone calls or managing multiple tasks at once. You can't really learn that from a textbook. You have to experience it.
That's very true. Now, you mentioned you live with your parents. Do you have any brothers or sisters?
Yes, I have one older sister. She's 30 years old and she's married. She lives in Sha Tin with her husband and my little nephew, who is 3 years old. I see them quite often, usually on weekends. My nephew is very energetic and loves when I play with him.
That's lovely. What's your favorite thing to do with your nephew?
He loves when I read stories to him. His favorite book is about dinosaurs. He knows all the names: T-Rex, Triceratops, Stegosaurus. Sometimes he corrects me if I say the wrong name. I also take him to the park to play on the swings. It's nice to spend time with him and watch him grow up.
That sounds wonderful. Let's go back to your hobbies for a moment. You mentioned you enjoy hiking and photography. How did you become interested in these activities?
I started hiking about 4 years ago. A friend invited me to join her on a hike in Sai Kung, and I loved it. The scenery was beautiful, and it felt great to be outside in nature instead of inside the city. After that, I started going more often. Then I realized I wanted to capture the beautiful views, so I bought a camera and started learning photography. Now I combine both hobbies. I hike to interesting places and take photos along the way.
Do you have a favorite place to hike in Hong Kong?
My favorite is Dragon's Back. The view from the top is amazing. You can see the sea and the surrounding islands. It's also not too difficult, so it's good for a weekend hike. I've taken many photos there, especially at sunset when the sky turns orange and pink. Another place I like is Lion Rock. It's more challenging, but the view of Kowloon from the top is incredible.
Do you prefer hiking alone or with friends?
I prefer with friends, mostly for safety reasons, but also because it's more fun. We chat along the way, take photos of each other, and have a meal together afterwards. Sometimes we bring snacks and have a little picnic at the top. But occasionally, if I want some quiet time to think, I go alone. It's peaceful to be alone in nature sometimes.
What kind of photos do you like to take?
Mostly landscape photos, mountains, sunsets, the sea. But I also like taking photos of street scenes in Hong Kong. The city has so much energy, and there's always something interesting happening. I have a photo of an old man reading a newspaper in a park, and another of a busy market at night. Those photos tell stories about everyday life in Hong Kong.
Have you ever thought about sharing your photos publicly?
Yes, I started an Instagram account last year just for my photos. I don't have many followers, but it's nice to have a place to share them. Sometimes friends leave comments, which is encouraging. Maybe one day I'll have enough photos for a small exhibition, but that's just a dream for now.
You never know. Now, let's talk about your personality. How would you describe yourself?
That's a difficult question. I would say I'm quite organized and reliable. At work, my colleagues know they can depend on me to get things done. I'm also quite patient, which is useful when dealing with difficult situations. But I can also be a bit shy when I meet new people. It takes me some time to feel comfortable in a new group.
Do you think you've become more confident as you've got older?
Yes, definitely. When I was younger, I was much shyer. I didn't like speaking in front of people or sharing my opinions. But my job has helped me become more confident. I have to talk to different people every day, colleagues, managers, clients. Over time, it becomes easier. I still feel nervous sometimes, but I can manage it better now.
That's great progress. What about your future goals? What would you like to achieve in the next few years?
Professionally, I would like to get a promotion. I'm hoping to move into a more senior role, maybe as an office manager or in a supervisory position. That's one reason I'm taking this English exam. Better English will help me communicate more effectively and open up more opportunities. Personally, I'd like to travel more. I've only visited a few countries, and I want to see more of the world.
Where would you like to travel to?
Japan is at the top of my list. I love Japanese food, and I've seen many beautiful photos of Kyoto in autumn with the red leaves. I'd also love to visit New Zealand for the hiking. The landscapes there look incredible, mountains, lakes, fjords. And of course, I'd like to visit the UK one day. I've studied English for so long, it would be amazing to see London, Edinburgh, and the countryside.
Those all sound like wonderful destinations. What about learning new skills? Is there anything you'd like to learn?
Yes, I'd like to learn how to edit videos. I have all these photos, but video would be a new challenge. I could make short films of my hikes or of life in Hong Kong. Also, I'd like to improve my cooking. I can make basic dishes, but I'd love to learn how to cook more complex meals, especially for when friends come over.
What kind of food do you like to cook?
Simple things mostly: pasta, stir-fries, soups. My specialty is beef brisket noodles, which I learned from my mother. It takes a long time to cook, but the result is worth it. My friends always ask me to make it when they visit. But I'd like to learn some Western dishes too, like roast chicken or lasagna.
That sounds delicious. Now, let's talk about your daily life. What does a typical weekday look like for you?
I usually wake up at 7 o'clock. I have a quick breakfast, usually cereal or toast, and then I take the MTR to work. The journey takes about 30 minutes. I start work at 9 and finish at 6. After work, I often go to the gym for an hour, or sometimes I meet friends for dinner. I get home around 8 or 9, watch some TV or read, and go to bed around 11.
Thank you, Kevin. It's been a pleasure getting to know you today.
Thank you. It was nice talking to you too. Thank you for watching. Please give the video a like. Subscribe for more of these videos.